welcome to day 1 of your 20-day flexibility and tension release challenge. So today we are focusing on releasing the lower back. So when you are ready, let's get started on our backs on the mat. Get nice and comfy. Let's pull the knees into the chest. Get comfortable, so just wiggle around as much as you need. Pulling the knees into the chest. Let's just settle in with 3 deep breaths here. So filling up the lungs. And when you breathe in, breathing deeply into the back, into the ribs. One more big breath. Starting off today's session nice and relaxed, so we can really get that deep release in the lower back. Let's place the hands on the knees from here and start making small circles. And I don't want these circles to be too big. There needs to be no ab strength involved, so we're just massaging out the lower back here. Little circles, you can feel it massaging the tailbone. We're going to be extra loose during our stretches. So just circling however feels nice for your lower back today. Let's reverse the circle as well. So just feeling into that area of the body. Still with those nice deep breaths, taking our time to start the session on a calm note, so we can really take care of the lower back together. Let's hug those knees into the chest again. Big squeeze, maybe bringing the head up to the knees as well. Let's make our way to hands and knees from here. All right, so we are doing hands and knees from here, and I'm going to have you do a side cat-cow. So what we're doing is I'm going to put my hands nice and comfortable under the shoulders here, making sure my wrists are okay. So just getting comfortable in this quadruped position first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hips to the right, and I'm going to look over to the left. So I'm going to look all the way back at my feet, and then same thing, hip goes to the left, looking over to the right. And then going over to the right with my hip, feeling that right side of the lower back, maybe even into the hip. Nice and long, just holding it there for a breath every time. Still comfortable in the hands, so I'm really getting that stretch from pushing my hip to the side, looking back as much as I want. The more you look back here, the more you will feel it. Good steady breaths here. I'm just feeling into the lower back here, maybe even all the way on this side of the body. And whichever side you're on right now, let's hold it. Pushing the hip to the side, nice long line from head to hip. Good breath here. And then back to that first side. Pushing as far as feels comfortable. Feeling into that stretch, still holding on that second side. Breathing here. Really giving it some extra time to release. Let's do one more to that first side. When I breathe in here, I can feel the stretch becoming bigger. with that air. And when I breathe out, using that exhale to release. One more to that second side, really pushing that hip away and pushing to the right, using my left hand to push into the floor. Big side body stretch. One more breath right here. Okay, coming back to neutral. Let's get our big toes to touch. And normally when we would do a child's pose, we would, for the hips, we would do wide knees, but we're keeping the knees together today. And I want you to think about first moving the hands forward, but we're lengthening out from the lower back. So you're stretching forward first before coming down. Just seeing how far we can reach here, and then lowering chest down, forehead too, if that's accessible for you. Big breath here, relaxing the arms. Feeling what this nice child's pose is doing for your lower back. Still with those big breaths, and I can feel my belly breathing into my upper legs here, creating some nice extra space at the back. So the lower back is nice and long here. What we're going to do from here is I want you to move your stretched arms over to the left of the mat. So we're just keeping the glutes and the hips as they are, but we are walking our hands over to the left, and it's going to be especially my right arm that's creating a stretch here. So I'm just walking as far as I would like, feeling that stretch on the right side of the body. And when I'm like, okay, yes, this is enough, I'm going to lower my head here and take a couple of breaths. With that stretchy feeling on the right side of the body, with that right lower back, right side of the lower back, stretching over to the side. So great side body stretch. Good breaths here. And again, using that in-breath to expand the right side of my ribs. Pushing the air against the stretch and then just breathing out gently and softly. Relaxing the right shoulder as much as possible. Let's do 2 big breaths on this side. So lengthening from that right arm. Deep, steady breaths. Getting out all the air on the exhale. And bring it out. Let's return to center. And setting ourselves up nicely for the other side. Make sure your lower body is still comfortable here. So any little adjustments with the knees are totally fine. Stretching forward from the lower back again. Moving the hands over to the right this time. Lengthening from that left arm all the way to the side of the body, keeping that left hip down as much as we can. And when you feel it, just lowering the head, starting to breathe again. Into the left side of the body. When you feel it, not trying to force or pull even more, just holding it at a spot where you can feel it work into the left side of your back. Relaxed hands, relaxed face. 3 big breaths right here. Taking our time with that last breath to get all the air in that we can, right into that. Slowly coming back to center from here. All right, let's sit down on our glutes. And just stretching out the legs in front here, maybe tapping it out a little after that last stretch. I'm going to fold my left leg in for this last one. And I'm just going to slightly, so we're not focusing that much on the hamstring, but you might feel it there as well. I'm just going to kind of lean forward over my right leg. Again, this doesn't have to be a hamstring thing. We can just think about lengthening from the left side of the lower back. You can support yourself with your hand here, wherever feels comfortable. I'm just leaning ever so slightly over to the right, getting a nice little neck stretch in during as well. Just leaning over here. You can play with the angle of the bottom leg as well. That feels more comfortable to move it a little bit more forward, lengthening from the left side lower back here. Breathing. And again, just giving it a moment to release here, to lengthen with that breath. Let's do 3 big breaths here as well. Just letting the body dangle. The neck is very sensitive. Feel free to put your hand under your head here as well. Last breath is a big one. Slowly coming back up for the second side. You can feel it when you come back up. You can feel it come back into place. Feels so good. So bending that right leg, exactly the same. I'm just slightly tilting my body towards my left leg, but we don't have to look for extremes here. Just feeling into that right side now. And again, supporting yourself however feels nice. Maybe a hand under your head. Maybe just dangling. The side might feel different, that's totally fine. Let's breathe it out here and loads of length on the right side. Last deep breath with this nice half butterfly. Everything out on the last one. Coming back to center.